is Nikon going to announce the Nikon Z6 Mark III on June the 17th? Are you looking at the trailer for the new camera? Are we finally going to get our hands on Nikon's new full-frame mirrorless camera? Well, Nikon just tweeted Nikon Z6 Mark III. Ready to perform? Save the date and find out more. With a date of June the 16th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you expecting an announcement this week, well, obviously that's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen on June the 18th. It's kind of strange if you take a look at your calendar. June the 17th at 8 a.m. is first thing Monday morning. That's right, Monday morning, not a Tuesday. I can see why people were thinking a Tuesday of June the 18th, but that's definitely not going to happen. We finally have confirmation from Nikon that it's happening next Monday, June the 17th, not July, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, Eastern Daylight Time. And this isn't some sort of teaser event. Nikon on the website calls this an online launch event. And the teaser video teases some, well, new capabilities. Pre-buffer shooting, an improved sensor, and an improved image processor. And we plan to cover the event starting 1 hour before Nikon's announcement with our expert panel talking about the latest leaked specifications and pricing. And to help get you ready, to help you pre-order the Nikon Z6 Mark III before anybody else, to get yourself further in the queue, we already have smart pre-order links in the description down below. And you might be asking, how is this possible? We don't have anything announced at this point. Well, they won't function until after the embargo's lifted, and that might happen right at the beginning of the event or sometime during the event. But one thing these smart pre-order links will do, and you'll want to copy these down and put them in your browser, is they'll show you not just the pricing or the pre-ordering options for the body alone, but any kit packages that Nikon offers, as well as what Adorama or B&H might offer as their kit packages, because sometimes they'll throw in free memory cards, camera bags, card readers, and all that sort of stuff. So you might see as many as 3 to 5 different kit packages. This will allow you to take a look at each one, and if they throw in, well, gear and kit for the same price as what the competitor does, well, wouldn't you get that, right? So this will allow you to see that all in the same time, all at the same time, allowing you to pre-order and get into the queue a little bit before anybody else. It might save you anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds. And well, that could mean the difference between you getting the camera on the day it's shipped to waiting a couple of months. And I know it's frustrating. I never used to pre-order anything, but since 2020, the only way to guarantee you get something pretty soon is to pre-order. I pre-ordered this Canon 200 to 800, and I know it's Canon and it's not Nikon, but the point is I pre-ordered this on November the 2nd, and I got it December the 18th or December the 14th. But many other people who pre-ordered just a few minutes after me still haven't received the lens. So the one thing, if you're in doubt and you're not sure whether you want to get it, what I recommend is pre-ordering the camera, and then as you watch some of the reviews, as you read the literature, you can decide at that point whether to cancel your pre-order or not, because we'll pay attention to the shipping date. As long as you cancel your pre-order before then, no worries. But it's nothing worse than thinking about it and then deciding you're going to purchase it, and now you have to wait months because everybody else has pre-ordered. So I always recommend pre-ordering first, even if you're on the fence, because you can always cancel. However, there's always this fear of missing out. I don't doubt that the Nikon Z6 Mark III is going to be a really solid camera based on the latest leaked specifications. However, there's always this fear of missing out, and I think with all the sales that we're seeing right now, especially for Nikon gear, I want to draw your attention to a couple of cameras that Nikon has on sale. First of all, the Nikon Z6, the Mark II. It's currently at $1,596, and that's $400 off. But the Nikon Z7 Mark II, it's $2,296, a staggering $700 off. And the Nikon Z8, $500 off at $3,496. And those are some pretty hefty discounts, especially the Nikon Z8, which was just announced a year ago in May, on I think it was May the 10th. So we're seeing some pretty incredible sales on right now, and it's not just those camera bodies. We're seeing sales on lenses by Nikon, but across the entire landscape. Canon, Panasonic, Sony, and actually Panasonic has a lot of cameras out of stock right now. But the one question you might be wondering is, well, what about the Nikon Z7 Mark III with that huge discount of $700 off? Could that be an announcement in the near future? And it's certainly possible, but we haven't heard anything in terms of rumors. Otherwise, I would have put something out. One thing I do want to mention, though, if you do use any of the pre-order links, or if you use my affiliate links in the description down below, by using those, I could get anywhere from 2 to 12% back in terms of a commission. Now, you don't have to put in any code, fill out any forms. These links take you directly to Adorama, B&H, or Amazon, whichever link you click on, and you get to benefit from those savings, the same savings as if you went to the site yourself. But the one difference by using my links is I get a commission back, and so you get to save a whole lot of money, which is great, and you also get to help this channel out without costing you anything at all. I mean, it's the best of both worlds, right? But now I want to draw people's attention to a comment I received telling me that, well, all I seem to do is cover Canon gear lately. And granted, we're getting ready for the R5 Mark II and the Canon EOS R1, and these have been delayed, much like the Nikon Z6 Mark III. But there's an awful lot of interest in these, and I can tell this because every time I put out a video, whether it's a patent application or anything else, I'm getting thousands upon thousands of views, so there's a lot of interest for this. But people will say, why aren't you covering anything else? Well, I have been covering other camera gear. I did a live stream of the Fujifilm GFX 100S Mark II. I also recently did a live stream of the Panasonic GH7, and I came out with leaked specifications and pricing just before the announcement by Panasonic themselves. And I've been talking about the Nikon Z6 Mark III over the past couple of months as well, and going back to even January. I understand, because there's far more videos on Canon right now regarding the R1 and the R5 Mark II, and that's just simply because of, well, two things. One, there's an awful lot of information out there. There's a huge amount of demand. Canon is the largest camera manufacturer by far, almost twice that of Sony when you look at market share. And there's an awful lot of interest. When I put out a video on the Nikon Z6 Mark III, I barely get a couple of thousand views. But the same type of video for the R5 or the R1 will generate 20,000 plus views. I still love all cameras. I still cover the Nikon Z6 Mark III. As you can see here, I'm taking a day off work, and this costs me money. I'm taking a day off work to cover this announcement with you. So I understand your frustration. And what I would say is, if you get tired of this, then just tune away for a little bit, because whenever we do have a major announcement, whether it's Nikon, look at the Nikon Z8, for about a 3 to 4 week period, almost every video I was putting out was for the Nikon Z8. The same thing for the Sony A7 R5. Whenever we have enough information leaking out that creates enough information for content, I'm able to produce content. And for Canon, we get an awful lot more leaks, at least we used to, and things are starting to build up again. I'm getting more information from more sources, which generates more content. I understand. Look, if this gets a little bit too much for you and you want to tune away for a little bit, yeah, that's fine. I don't expect you to watch every single video. I expect you to look at what is of interest to you and watch that. And I want to say a special thanks to everybody that has used my affiliate links over the past couple of weeks, especially last week while I was on vacation. I did 2 live streams down at English Bay in Vancouver, and that worked out to be a pretty good day at work, sort of. It wasn't really a vacation day, but because I was down at the beach, it didn't feel like so much work. First time ever broadcasting using a cellular signal. And it worked out quite well. Made enough money to cover the day working it and all that. So it's special thanks to everybody that did the pre-orders and used my affiliate links. So it's very much appreciated. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching to the very end. And if you do want to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest, I really recommend you also follow me on X, because a lot of times I'll tweet stuff out there that actually doesn't have a video. So you'll see more stuff covering Fujifilm, Panasonic, Nikon, and Canon through my Twitter. I just check it out and let me know what you think. Anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. We'll see you again soon. And don't forget my live stream coverage. I haven't scheduled the event yet. I will do that in just a moment once I get confirmation that I have the confirmed day off, as I'm shooting this on my break, and I hope to get this video edited and out during my lunch break. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon.